Welcome, we're live. Welcome to the Secret Cocktail. I am Victoria Randall, and today is Find Out Friday. All right, so Find Out Friday is a new segment where I meet with you live every Friday now. So every Friday. So if you are not subscribed to the channel, please be sure to subscribe because Find Out Friday is lit, y'all. Okay. Hey, Josephine, welcome. Thanks for joining. Hey, Georgia Training Center. Let's talk about Find Out Friday. So this Friday, we were supposed to be talking about how CNAs in the state of Georgia can get $5,000 just by becoming a CNA. And we are going to still talk about that. However, there is a new trending, impending topic that I think deserves a discussion. And hey, Keisha. So this discussion is centered around Facebook and formerly known as Facebook, now Meta. This topic deserves discussion because I know a lot of you are Facebook heads, right? Like you love Facebook, you go to Facebook, you live on Facebook, but I need you, because you're a business owner, to understand what is going on Facebook and how it's going to affect your business. This is significant. There are two things to talk about with regards to Facebook. Number one is who's on Facebook, and number two is where is Facebook, or the Meta, also known in the future as metaverse, where is it going? And if you really think about these topics, it's going to help your business. And if you don't think about these topics, it could harm your business. So, number one, who knew that Meta, also known as Facebook, did a huge layoff yesterday? Did you know that? All right, Facebook laid off 11,000 employees, and this was round one. I don't know if there's going to be a second or third round. I suspect there will be. Does anyone know why Facebook laid off 11,000 individuals yesterday? For two reasons, I like to believe. Reason number one is because of the metaverse and the amount of money they have dumped into the metaverse trying to build the metaverse. Mark has spent $95 billion trying to create the metaverse. Yeah, that's right, $95 billion. Facebook stock this time last year was a little bit over $300. Since he has spent so much money in the metaverse and has spent so much time and effort with just focusing on the metaverse, guess what? Stock has plummeted to $95 per share. So with that being said, he's losing money everywhere. And with all of this loss of money comes a layoff because he has to lay people off because he cannot, I'm not gonna say he can't afford to pay them, but he has to focus on his money and where it's going when you're spending that kind of money. Again, I'm gonna ask you guys, were you aware all of this was going on? Now you may be asking yourself, Victoria, what does this have to do with me? I'm gonna tell you what it has to do with you. Metaverse, if it is successful, has a lot to do with you. And the fact that everyone is leaving Facebook has a lot to do with you. If everyone is leaving Facebook, whether you recognize it or not, they are. Statistical data has showed that users are not spending even a half of the amount of time that they used to on Facebook. And majority of users, especially Generation Z and millennials, are going to TikTok. So TikTok has caused a major downfall with Facebook. And not only has TikTok caused a major fall, but if you recall, I did a video last year about the Apple update. So anyone who has an Apple phone, which is over a third of the population in the United States, if you have an Apple phone, Apple stopped Facebook from being able to gather data. They allowed users to turn that off. And if you were a user that opted to turn that off, that means Facebook can no longer mine information from you and sell it to me so I can show you ads. Is what I'm saying making sense? I want to make sure I'm not like jumping 10 steps ahead. Please, if you want me to take it back and explain from the top, let me know in the chat. Facebook has everyone's data. They have what you like because you click the like button and you tell them. They have your name. They have your date of birth. They know where you click and where you like to shop. They know all of that. And what they were doing was they were selling that information to people like me or other businesses so that we can create ads that go directly to a person who we know likes medical. So for instance, if you were clicking, I like Grey's Anatomy, I like Wellness Magazine, I don't know, you're clicking these things. I could use that data to then show you an ad to sell to you whatever my product was. Like if I was trying to sell to you my new show or a new magazine, and I already know you like medical shows or medical magazines, I could sell directly to you. That was huge because before you could only do a billboard ad and you would hope that someone driving past that billboard ad or the radio ad or the TV ad happened to like healthcare. Now, with a Facebook ad, you know that person likes healthcare and you are getting more bang for your buck. That's where Facebook was getting a lot of their money was from ads. Now that Apple has turned off their ability to mine that data, Apple has now blocked them from being able to see that about you. And TikTok is taking a lot of users and everyone's running to TikTok and spending more time on TikTok now. Facebook is in huge trouble. Why am I telling you this as a business owner, y'all? I need y'all to be connecting the dots. Why am I telling you this as a business owner? Because if you are placing all of your efforts and time on Facebook ads, and you're placing all of your efforts and time on marketing on Facebook, you might be getting a little bit of a result, but pretty soon you're not going to get much of anything because that is not where your target audience as creating healthcare professionals, healthcare professionals in the future, that is not where they're going to be. Hey, Diana, thanks for joining. They are on Instagram. They are on TikTok. They are on Google. That's where your time and marketing dollars need to be spent moving forward. I'm telling you this now to get out while it's too late. And you always want to diversify your marketing anyway. You don't want to put all of your eggs in one basket because if that basket gets dropped, like it's dropping right now, where are you then going to put your money and your funds? You put all the eggs in that basket, it's a wrap. Don't do that. If you went to our mastermind retreat not last year, because we didn't have it last year, the year before, in 2020 during the pandemic, we told everybody at the mastermind retreat, anybody here was at the mastermind retreat? We told you at the mastermind retreat to start a TikTok page. Start a TikTok page, start doing TikToks, connect with your audience on TikTok, diversify. I think at the mastermind retreat, we had 30 schools. Not one person in that building had a TikTok. By the time we left, I know for a fact at least 5 schools connected with me and told me that they created a TikTok. And out of those schools, we're 2 years in, they're telling me that every month they're getting students from TikTok. Every month they're at least getting 2 or 3 people from TikTok in their class. That is where your customer is at. TikTok, Instagram, Google. They might be on Facebook, but not a lot of them. Okay, I'm gonna get off that soapbox. The second part of why, hey there, hey Global Caregivers Network, welcome. The second thing I want to talk about is if the metaverse is successful. If the metaverse is successful and you're still playing the Facebook game and you're not adapting to virtual reality, you're going to get left behind. Now, I am not promising or I'm not saying that the metaverse is going to make it. I don't know. This is a gamble. We shooting craps over here. We don't know if the metaverse is going to make it. He's doubling down, okay? He's already spent $95 billion on it, and he's projecting next year he's going to spend over another $100 billion on building it again. Now, the reason why this is important to you is, do you guys even understand what the metaverse is? Let me stop. Do y'all understand what the metaverse exactly, what is it exactly? Hey, Willie. And everybody who's here, please hit the like button and share. because this is some gems being dropped right now. If you do not understand what the metaverse is, you need to be hitting the share button because somebody else needs to know and needs to hear this. The metaverse is a place where in the future, it hasn't been created completely. Now, there are some metaverses like Sandbox and Decentraland where people have avatars that live in this kind of world that is a alternative virtual universe, right? And people are living their lives as we speak in these virtual universes. Facebook wants to become one of these virtual metaverses. And the purpose of these virtual metaverses is to do things so that it's like fun. Because we're getting tired of this box, like this talking head, like me right now. People are kind of semi getting tired of it. And so the question is, well, what can we do to make it more exciting? What can we do it to make it more lively? And the thought is, okay, well, you can create an avatar that lives in the metaverse. And rather than you going to Amazon and clicking, I want that shirt. Yeah, I want that those shoes. And I don't know, that hairbrush, right? Rather than you just clicking what you want in the metaverse, it will be your avatar and it will be an immersive experience. And your avatar will be walking through the warehouses of Amazon. And your avatar will pick out the shirt and try it on and make sure it looks nice. And then take it off and try the hairbrush to see if they like it. And all of these things. This is the metaverse. It's like the next level of what we already do on the internet. And if this takes off, which by the way, I am going to say it has taken off for the younger generations, they live in their virtual universes. Like they have lives, they have houses, they have cars. Whose kid has Roblox or Minecraft? Anybody in here has a kid that plays Roblox or Minecraft? That is the initial version of a metaverse. Okay? You have a little avatar that lives on this little piece of land and that creates their own little things and their own little houses, and they use money to buy whatever they want, and then they go and live their little lives. That is the concept that Mark has of his version of the metaverse. Although it will be you. So right now, it wouldn't just be you guys in a chat talking to me. It would be your avatar in this room with me. And you can feel, the emotion of what I'm trying to say. And you could even talk back to me. And your little avatar would be talking back just like you are. And as your mouth is moving, your avatar would be moving just like your mouth. That's the concept of it. Your hands, my hands are moving, my avatar's hands would be moving. Now, they don't know exactly how they're going to use this or how it's going to work. That's why they have things like those virtual headsets and those little glove goggles. The little glove handles. Have you guys seen those things? Oculus is one name brand. If you want to look it up and do a little bit of research, Oculus is a virtual headset that Facebook has purchased or Meta has purchased. So anyway, I know this sounds bizarre. I know it sounds crazy. I do think that it's possible. I don't know if Mark's version of the metaverse and his 200 billion that he's spending on it is going to be it. I don't know that, but I do know that it's already currently a thing and people are doing it every day. Just not to the magnitude that we're talking about yet, like going to Kroger and buying your groceries in the metaverse. And then, you check out and you pay for them. And then they really do come to your home. Like rather than you just clicking, I want this, I want that, I want that, you get to go and pick it out on your own. So anyway, if the metaverse becomes real and the metaverse is something, I'm going to ask you, how does your healthcare training program fit in if the metaverse becomes real? And I'm actually not going to go too deep onto this topic. I think I'm going to do a whole separate live just talking more about this to give you guys a more in-depth idea about what I'm talking about, because right now I'm being very superficial. I've been seeing a lot of avatars lately. You know why you're seeing a lot of avatars lately? Because they're preparing you for it. We have been being prepared for this and we didn't even know it. You get to choose an avatar. You get to choose their skin color. You get to choose their hair, but this is just level 1. There's going to be level 10 in 10 or 20 years of your avatar. You haven't seen nothing when it comes to your avatar yet. That's all I'm gonna say. So exactly, Georgia Training Center, we will be teaching in the metaverse. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. We will be teaching in the metaverse. I really believe that. This is my personal thought. I don't know whose metaverse. I don't know if whose virtual land it will be happening on. I don't know. But I'm telling you right now, if we're training younger generations, and that is what younger generations like, your business model is going to have to pivot to that. So, anyway, I'm going to use that for a whole nother topic. But I want you to think about the future of healthcare and the future of tech, and how will the two emerge together and collide together. If you guys, I'm going to put it in the chat real quick. What is it? The New York Times did a piece on the layoff that Facebook did, where again, I told you they laid off 11,000 people. Now he gave them a really nice severance package. I'll give him that. They get 16 weeks pay. They get like a lot of nice perks. And if they were persons from other countries, he's going to help them with immigration and like all types of stuff. So it's a really nice severance package. However, the fact that he's laying off 13% of his workforce is huge. And Facebook is, unfortunately, at the moment, going down the drain. I don't know if the metaverse is going to bring it out of that drain and it rises like a volcano, or if it's going to go underneath the drain and be gone and Facebook as we know it will no longer be. I don't know. This is a very pivotal moment. And I don't know if were you guys even aware of any of this stuff I'm saying? Please tell me that first. Were you guys aware of what I'm saying? And it's okay if you weren't, because that's why you're here, right? It's my job to keep you abreast of what's going on. But were you guys even aware any of this was going on? Okay. No, this is news to me. Yeah, this is, and Mark announced his plans to create the metaverse. Like he took over Facebook and did a whole live on it. I don't know if you guys were there for that. This happened in 2021 when he did that. So he talked about and revealed his plans for the metaverse last year. There's 26 of y'all, but only 3 of y'all talking to me. What's up with that? I'm not here to talk to myself now. I'm here to make this a conversation. Did you or did you not hear about this? All right. So yeah, good. People are talking about it in Clubhouse. Good. I forgot about Clubhouse. Love Clubhouse. Now, what you really came for. This kind of reminds me of the virtual sim and nursing skills. Yes, but it's going to be on 100. Like we haven't even seen nothing yet when it comes to virtual reality and the possibilities for healthcare. Okay, people will be. What's Clubhouse? I have a video on that. So Josephine, when you get done with this, there's actually a video. If you go to the Secret Cocktails to our YouTube page and just type in what is Clubhouse or Clubhouse, it'll pop up. I did a video on what is Clubhouse and how it works. It's really cool. It's like a podcast, but like everyone gets to talk. I don't know how to explain it, but it's awesome. So, and you can see like, you could talk to like, when Clubhouse first opened up, like a lot of millionaires were on there and giving advice and talking direct. You could talk directly to them. I don't know if that's still going on. It was nice. Thank you. Hero Institute's grand opening will be Tuesday. Hey. We actually just got our signage put up today, so I'm excited about it. Thank you for that, Georgia Training Institute. Hero Institute is our healthcare training school located in Marietta, Georgia, and we will be doing all types of things here. This is going to be phlebotomy, it's going to be medical assistant, it's going to be patient care tech, it's going to be a content house, y'all. That's what I'm most excited about. I'm excited about the content house aspect of things. How many of you want to create content, but you're not sure how to create it? You want to create reels, you want to do TikToks, but you're not really sure how to do that. Hero Institute is going to be the place for that. So stay tuned for that. This will be a content house, and I cannot wait. For medical professionals specifically. If you want help or you want just a place to create content for your medical training facility, we're going to help you do that. For those of you who, if you want to know how, like want to start getting ideas, follow us on TikTok. We have a TikTok and it's Hero Institute on TikTok. So you can get some ideas on how to create content. We have fun. We usually spend like a full day creating content and it is so fun. And then I have people here that like that's what they do, and they come in and help me because all the ideas you see, I did not come up with them by myself. Okay, so it's really fun. So yeah, if you're interested, this will be a new content house. Once a month, we will have designated days for content creation here at Hero Institute. Can't wait. All right. So what you came here for was to learn zero. No, Hero stands for Healthcare Education Reimagined Online. That is our premise. We believe, and I know everything is moving online. I know it. And so we're going to already be ahead of the curve and we're going to be doing it. So Hero, Healthcare Education Reimagined Online. Thank you. All right. So what you came here for is I'm going to put a link to the blog we wrote. And this is about the fact that if you have a CNA or you have a CNA school in Georgia and you're thinking about you need a creative way to get CNAs in, there is a huge grant that is sponsored by the state that's coming out and you want to be on board. Have you guys heard about the fact that CNAs will get paid look, everybody want to talk about that content. Everybody's like, no, I want to talk about the content. Okay, well, you know what? I'll do a separate live on that. I'll do Find Out Fridays and we'll talk about some top content creators, what made them be successful and how you can use some of those strategies. How about that? That sound good? Because y'all really want to know about this content. That's how you grab people's attention, though. All right. So anyway, in the state of Georgia, a CNA is going to get paid $5,000 to go to school to become a CNA up until September 2023. Okay. Now this is huge because, as you know, there is a huge shortage of healthcare workers. And how they're trying to overcome this is by encouraging people to not only become a CNA, but to stay a CNA and stay in this field and not wander off. During COVID, a lot of people left the field of becoming a CNA and they went and did other things. I think this is a great idea in terms of getting people in, but I'm not sure it's a good retention strategy. And so when we think about retention, how are we getting people to stay at the bedside? I'll give you guys a quick tour of Hero after I get done with this topic. How do we get people to stay? And that's another discussion for another time for sure, but I think that that's really important. Anyway, so $5,000 will get paid out. So it started now, like starting now. If you have a CNA who is thinking about, or people calling thinking about enrolling, I would tell them about this program. And here's how the program works. So only 500 CNAs will get this. Only 500. They will be awarded a stipend of $5,000 to all 500 of the CNAs, and it's going to be given to them in payments, 3 different payments. And it's going to be in milestones. Now, even if you're not in Georgia, I think it's important for you to stay and listen to this because I have a huge feeling that we're going to see things like this roll out in every single state because baby boomers by 2030 will be the majority of the population, and they are all going to need someone to care for them. And we don't have enough caregivers right now to care for who we have. So if by 2030, do you think we're going to have enough? No, we're going to be in huge trouble. So I think we're going to see this across multiple states. And so hearing about this and knowing about this allows you to know what kind of words to Google to find this. It allows you to know who to talk to about this and to find out this information is coming down the pipe. So for instance, I can tell you right now that this particular grant is being hosted by, let me tell you, okay, it's called the Georgia CNA Career Pathway Initiative. And this initiative actually consists of a multitude of companies that all came together to bring this funding together. It was the University of Georgia, their Division for College of Public Health. It was the Georgia Department of Public Health. And then it was a company called Alliant Healthcare Solutions. And Alliant Healthcare Solutions is contracted by the state of Georgia to oversee the nurse aid training program. So listen to me. I want you to be on the lookout for college universities in your area who have a public health arm, who are interested in the health of the public and how to overcome that. Number 2, I want you to be looking at your health department Find out who is the person who's the contact for nurse aid training program at your health department and stay in close contact with them, because they're going to be the person to tell you if something like this is coming down the pipe or if it is already on its way. This has been brewing since last year. It's just now emerging to us this year. So if you get to learn about something early on, then you can be a part of it. All right, but anyway, back to this. Let's see. We got some comments here. As for RNs with over 20 years healthcare, it will never be the same. You are so right. A lot of healthcare of the industry have left the industry. Yes, they are. They left. Yes, we will, and we want qualified caregivers. I'm a baby boomer nurse, and so it's a lot of us. Right. We want somebody to take care of us. Thank you, Willie Hall. Hey, Tina. Tina said, I'm sorry I'm late. Yeah, I know. Got to get the Arizona time right. I understand. So, okay. So those are the people you want to be looking at, because that's who put this together for our state. Now, I don't know. It could be something different for other states. Okay. But this is how the stipend works. So the stipend will be paid in 3 different payments. And Tina, you're gonna want to come back and get the the replay, y'all. If you're just getting here, you're gonna definitely want to go back and get the replay, because we talked about Facebook and the demise of Facebook and how it's going to affect your business. All right, stipend number 1 is going to be in $1,250 paid to the person as soon as they start the training program. Now, they have to prove that they are enrolled in your program. So if I'm Susie and I don't have any money, but I really want to go to CNA school, maybe my registration fee is only $150. So Susie, pay $150, come to my class. I will give you everything you need to prove you're enrolled in my class once you enroll the right way, and you give me everything, right? Remember, they got to give the PPD. They got to give, if you're in a state where it's a background check, all of those things, don't let them not do it. Make sure they have everything. Hold these people accountable. We're not trying to be people friends. We're not trying to help them in that way. We are trying to help them get a career, but we're not trying to help them beat the system. Because if they beat the system and they run off with this $1,250 and don't come back for the rest of it, that could be a problem. So make sure these people are enrolling in your program and we're enrolling in it the proper way. Then you give them that documentation for them to submit to the state. Okay, so they submit to the state that they are enrolled in a training program. They get the first amount, which is $1,250. Now, technically, they can use that $1,250 to pay for the rest of their education with you if they wanted to, depending on how much your program is. Second stipend payment. The second stipend payment will be paid upon the completion of the training program. I don't want to hear, oh, I'll pay you the rest after I complete the program when I get my next $1,250. Nah, babe. Nope. You're going to have to pay for my program all the way through to the end. We're not waiting until you get that last stipend. We're not doing any of that. And I'm going to tell you why, because they're not going to give you the $1,250. They're going to run off with it. And if you let a person go all the way through your program and they didn't pay, you cannot withhold, in most states, you cannot withhold their certificate of completion. So they get their certificate of completion, they get to go sit for their state exam, and they get to keep that money and never paid you. I'm just trying to warn you guys as owners what I see potentially happening with this program. So please be sure that a person is fully enrolled in your program and don't just give them that paperwork because they can run off. Okay, the third payment. So they've already got $2,500, right? Just for enrolling in the program and completing it. Now, the third stipend, which is $2,500, which is the other half to give them a complete $5,000, will be paid upon completing 6 months of tenure at a Georgia long-term care facility. That's important. They can't leave and go work for assisted living. They can't leave and go work for home health care where it's all nice and cushy. Sorry, boo. You're going to have to go work at a nursing home for at least 6 months if you want this other $2,500. Now, I think, 6 months is cool. We want a little longer, but something's better than nothing. What would they need to show that they are enrolled? So click the link I put. I put a link in the chat. Click that link and you can read more about the program. And you can learn, and you can actually see where they're supposed to click to submit their paperwork. And so you can see all of those particulars there. So I'll put it in the chat again in case those of you are just now getting here. Great information. Good. How will they know that How will they know? How will we know if they get approved or you just got? So the fact that they enrolled in your program and you prove and you give them the paperwork showing they're enrolled, they automatically qualify as long as they are one of those first 500 people. Now, I don't know how far they into this 100 people, because this all of this came out, all of this started in May. So this program started May 5th. So anybody who started a nurse aid training program on or after May 5th of 2022 is eligible for this, as an FYI. So even people that went to your program before, they are technically eligible for this. And then this goes all the way to anyone enrolling into a program up to September of 2023. September 30th, to be specific, of 2023. And then they have to have completed their 6 month of employment before March 31st of 2024 in order to get the last 2,500. Does that make sense to everybody? It would be nice if they can get the money directly to the school. I know, right? I mean, that's why they should have been consulting somebody like me to help them put this program together. When I look at the list of people who put this program together, I don't see, and I mean, they could have consulted them in the back, I don't know, but I don't see where they consulted someone who's actively doing the work. And that's usually what's irritating to me about stuff like this. I'm definitely happy that the money is here and it's helping CNAs. I'm here for it. But I really wish, or I hope, because I don't want to say that they didn't, I hope that people who are doing the actual work are involved in these decision-making moments, because you're right. Like, making sure the school owners get that money is key. Because if we can't keep our doors open to train them, then what are we doing here, right? Like, don't leave us out of the equation. And what they don't realize is a lot of the owners of these schools, not all, but a lot of them are nurses. And a lot of these nurses are doing this out of the kindness of their heart. I can't tell you how many CNA schools I've seen out there that they don't even really care how much money they're making. They just want to make a difference. They just want to change people's lives. Hit the like button. Are you that person? You just want to change lives. You just want to make a difference. But at the end of the day, we still got to get paid. We have to be able to keep our doors open. And so anyway, I think that it would have been important to include people who are doing this work as well. So anyway, that's how the program will work. There is a place where the student will submit their application through the mycnacareer.org website. If you want to take a look at the website to help people, when they come enroll in your program, you can introduce them to this website, show them how to navigate it in case they need assistance. And to your point, you can then go in there. Let me see if there's something here where it says payment one. To be eligible for stipend payment one, the individual must be admitted to a nurse aid training program in Georgia. The program must be approved by Alliant Healthcare Solutions. They must begin their nurse aid training program on or after May 5th of 2022, and they have to submit this application on or after the date that their nursing program begins. So it just has to be that they have been admitted to the program. Not that they have actually started it. So let me make sure I didn't say that incorrectly. They have to prove that they have been admitted to a program. And then there's I wish I could share screen. I'm going to get a new streaming software so I can actually share screen with you guys, because if you're visual like me, you'd be wanting to see. But anyway, I did put the link in the chat. So any questions for me today? How was today's session? Was Find Out Fridays helpful today, you guys? Yeah, I'm going to use something different than Zoom. I'm not feeling Zoom for this. I'm going to use something a little bit more fancier. Yes, because not only do I want to share a screen, but I also want to be able to have like things pop up on the screen. By the way, let me give you an example. Did you guys know that you can donate to me through these lives? I just found out about it. So if you look underneath the chat, there's actually a little dollar sign. Looks like a little money sign. If you feel like I'm giving you dope information and you feel like I am contributing to your life, you can always donate money to me. You can also use that to ask a question, right? So you can hit that button, ask a specific question. I can make it appear on the screen, and I can interact with you individually and explain to you what you need to know. And let me give you an example. Like, a lot of people want to book time with me, but right now I'm booked out till December 7th. But and also those calls are anywhere from $75 to $150. So maybe you just only have like one burning question that you really wanted to know, and I'm live, I'm here, it's Friday, you want to discuss it. You could hit that button, donate $5 and ask the question, donate 20, whatever's on your heart. Because just like I'm giving to you from my heart, I don't get paid for this. This is free information I'm giving everyone. If you want to donate to me for doing that out of the kindness of your heart, please, I would love it. You could use the donation tab below the chat. Do you guys see that? Also, you can buy a sticker, which is kind of cool. I think you can kind of like buy a sticker and say and do something. My team is working on it. And then we're going to actually start identifying individuals through badges based upon, like, for instance, if you're a constant contributor and you support my channel through donations constantly, then you get a certain badge that makes me aware of that. And in that badge, also, I'm going to start doing things like giving cool things away, like t-shirts, mugs, and different things that I'll do. I really want things to be more interactive between us. This year, 2022 was a lot for us as a company. We did a lot of revamping with the Secret Cocktail. We did a lot of hiring new people and training them. And so we did a lot. And so because of that, I was not able to interact as much. 2023 is going to be different. I've got a lot of people in place. They all know their position. They're able to execute with precision, which allows me to be freed up more. I'm excited about that. So I'll be interacting with you guys even more. And again, if you found this live to be helpful, share it, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and donations are always appreciated. Georgia Training Center, thank you. You are so welcome. I appreciate it. Hey, Chica, you made it to the end, but that's okay. You can always come back and watch the replay. It was a lot of good information. We talked about Facebook layoff and what's going on there. So I usually don't want to make these any more than 30 minutes, guys. So I'm getting ready to get going. Thank you so much for joining me as always. I appreciate you. And hey, Yolanda. We need to reconnect, Yolanda. How's things going? How are things going? And just looking in here, you guys, Chica is a school owner in Virginia. Shout out to Chica. She started a CNA school in Virginia, used our services to get her up and going, and she actually just completed her renewal. So thank you, Chica, for using our services. We appreciate you. Who else do I have in here? I have Tina. Tina's working with us currently. Tina, we appreciate you more than you know. We got a little bit of everybody in here, but anyway, all right, so I'm gonna go eat lunch. Y'all know I'm greedy, so I'm gonna get going. Thank you guys so much for joining. Stick around, watch the replay if you can, and have a good evening. Great weekend. Bye.